Why is he talking about non-binary identities like they're non-Euclidean geometry? Why is he talking about them like they're some sort of like wild Lovecraftian horror? Yo, did you see that Jordan Peterson said that he can only think in misogyny? I did see that. Wait, take a look at this. It's wild.
Hey, let's say you have a non-standard gender identity.
Yo, go on, shout yourself out. Non-standard gender identities in chat. You gotta be one of the genders. OMG me. Yo, we got some they thems in chat.
Hey, what the hell are other people supposed to do about that?
All right, guys. It's time to die. I'm sorry. I loved you very much, but Jordan Peterson has said it so. We have no clue what to do with you. It's time to go. No. Yeah, like it's curious because what I would imagine is what I'm supposed to do with it. Kiss me on the lips. I can't do that with any of you, okay? That'd be parasocial and I would get canceled on Twitter. But bye sissies. No. Yeah, that ship has sailed. It's over. Come and kiss me on my hot mouth. Oh no. Wait here, listen, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Like, what are the rules here, right? Because if you're a woman, I kind of know how to treat you.
Yo, women.
I'm going to do it in a stereotyped way to begin with, because
Why? You don't have to do that.
I don't know who the hell you are, so I'm going to use, low resolution approximations, and those are going to be stereotypes. They're no different than categories.
Low res misogyny, 144p misogyny, 360p misogyny. As very different from 8K misogyny. Low res misogyny. What are you talking about? Yeah, 240p misogyny. Like, what does this even mean, bro? What is happening? This is wild. Yeah, 4K, 60 FPS misogyny, 140 hertz misogyny. You wouldn't get it. My refresh rate is insane. You don't get it. Yeah, he's got the misogyny with the shader pack on, with God rays. You don't understand. This shit look like a test bench simulation. It's got ray tracing, got that RTX misogyny. With the RGB gamer lights on it. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand, dude. Anyways, I don't know. You could just treat them like people. I don't know, man. Like, for me, I don't think I treat like women and men that much differently just in society, if I'm going to be honest with you.
And then when I get to know you, I'll particularize it. But if I don't know whether you're male or female, what the hell should I do with you? You don't know, because you don't know what the rules are. And so the simplest thing for me to do is just not do anything with you. The simplest thing for me to do is go find someone else who's a hell of a lot less trouble and who's willing to abide by the social norms enough so that they don't present a mass of indeterminate confusion on immediate confrontation.
You know what's like incredibly funny is that this is kind of like that Dennis Prager take that we talked about a little while ago. Remember that Dennis Prager take where he was like, so this football player is half white and half black, but they always call him black. Isn't that weird? He's also the same amount white. Yeah, it's just, so he's kind of, it's weird because he's a Jordan, you're making no sense, Jordan, stop, he can't hear us, he has his AirPods in. Jordan, turn off the noise canceling. Jordan, please, so you can hear your own garbage. You gotta stop, Jordan, stop. It's like they're almost to a good point, but from the complete opposite direction. So basically, which is funny, that he's like, non-standard gender identities challenge our preconceived notions about gender and confuse and contradict what we would normally believe like gender is and how it should work. And so, but like, that's kind of like literally the point. The reason why these people identify with these genders is because they don't identify with the the bog standard identity that their mom picked out for them. Some people do. I do. I personally, I love my gender. My mom picked it out for me, and I think she did a great job. If I'm going to be honest, I wear it with pride. Some people do not. And you know what? That's fine as well. They have that option too, and you know, they can do that. But like the reason for why they identify with these gender identities is because they don't identify and they don't want to be treated stereotypically, because there is very little stereotype to treat like a random non-binary person. Like I'm not sure what stereotype necessarily to pull from. Really? Technically your dad? Shut up, nerd. Goodness. The Punnett Square bitches come crawling out of the woodwork the second you say something. But like I think it's incredibly interesting, and you'll see a lot of like non-binary and trans peoples under these posts being like, you know what? For one, it's incredible how you can only think in like stereotypes when it comes to people, and two, good. For one, don't talk to me, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson. And also, like, I'm glad that I don't have like a preconceived notion in your head, because they don't want a preconceived notion in your head about them and their gender identity. That's what makes them. That's one of the that's part of what they identify for it, which I think is cool for them. I guess if that makes them happy, then, you know, Godspeed, I guess.
The simplest thing for me to do is go find someone else who's a hell of a lot less trouble and who's willing to abide by the social norms enough so that they don't present a mass of indeterminate confusion on immediate confrontation. And then, you know.
Do you guys ever see somebody with God? Why is he talking about non-binary identities like they're non-Euclidean geometry? Why is he talking about them like they're some sort of like wild Lovecraftian horror? You know what I mean? Like I see them in my insanity meter instantly starts to tick up. Like I gotta get out of here. Like I identify as a great eldritch horror. Like, what are you talking about? It's really not that my day be so fine. Then boom, eldritch horror bitches, elder hordes gender bitches come crawling out of the local deep. The great sleeping old gods old gods of gender come descending upon my very existence. It just makes no sense. You just treat them. Here's how you treat them. With respect. That's basically it. That's all you have to do. How do you treat like a non-binary person? Just like, what are you gonna do? It's just so weird to me, because a lot of them like try and say these things, but like, what are you talking about? I don't agree. I don't like engage with people's like genitals while I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like when I'm like out and about and doing my own thing, I don't engage in people's genitals or their like sex or like anything along those lines. You know, I went out to go eat alone at a sit down restaurant earlier today after I got done running around, and I had like a waitress, and I was just like, hello, thank you for refilling my water. Yes, I would like a lemon. I appreciate you. And then I like, she wasn't like, feel my genitals, bro. Like I didn't pay for my meal by like swiping my credit card across her like her cleavy. That didn't happen. I just said thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just strange. You don't? How rude. I'll ask next time. I'll see if that's what they're looking for, I guess. Who knows? Possibly, maybe, but I don't know. It's just strange. You could just be normal. If I'm going to be honest with you, being normal, it'll take you a long way, I must say. I'd rather ignore women than have a casual banter about them. I don't know. It's just weird. I just don't need stereotypes to interact with people. People typically think that it's okay if you just speak to them like a normal people. You know, you 5 me. But whatever, I guess. Okay then. Imagine seeing conservative NBs in like 50 years. So true. I'm excited. I'm excited for the day to come. Come here. Come here. Oh. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.